like, I usually just talk from the walk coming down. He was like, yeah, alright, just inside. Alright, thanks, bro. Yeah. No, I won't. I just have to do 2 games of AFL. Every quarter of the men's game is like 30 minutes. That 20-minute turns out being 30 minutes. And it's like, when you don't like it, when you're in a rush to come back in, like it finished at 5 o'clock, and then I had to quickly like pack everything up, run back to the car, just to come in.
or original Interstate Idler vehicles here today. Whilst you wait for kick-off, a reminder to visit the merchandise store. Plenty of jerseys, shirts, all scarves and collar jackets, and our new hoodies to keep you warm. Check it out now. MCR, Multi-Civil and Rail, CDN, Central Garden, EOK, The Fraternity, I-98 FM, Pro Hire, Cycles, Gallagher, IQ Checkpoint, A&E Electrical, Midcap, Midge Market Finance, Victory Physio, Foreshore.com. Coming up shortly, our Wollongong Wolves taking on Rockdale FC. was also a well-respected figure in the Wollongong community through his work in finance. His presence and contributions will be missed by many across both the football and business communities. We extend our heartfelt condolences to his beloved wife Jennifer, his family, and all who had the pleasure of knowing him. Tonight, in honour of Doug, we will begin a minute silence. Tonight, in honour of Doug, we will begin a minute's silence. Please stand if you are able. Once a wood, always a wood. Introducing the starting lineup of tonight's fixture, the away side, Rockdale Ilinden. Nicholas Soros, James Nikolevsky, Georgia Speranza, Isaac Dunbar, Alex Nisovics, Rudy Najar, Lachlan Constable, Georgia Nikolevsky, Ali Agro, Christopher McStay, Matthew Karamalevsky. And introducing the home side, your Wollongong Wolves. Number 2, Harrison Besnell. Number 4, Dylan Ryan. Number 5, Banvi Kanazumi. Number 6, James Agustopoulos. Number 7, Woon Sub Sim. Number 13, Daniel Solsky. Number 17, Marcus Beatty. Number 21, Nicholas Olsen. Number 25, Alex Masuvecchio. Number 29, Ben Gierson. And number 77, Raphael Liai.
Well, hello and welcome along to Wynn Stadium for NPL Men's New South Wales football as Wollongong Wolves take on Rockdale Ilinden. The hosts have had a bumpy last few weeks in the competition, but a win over Central Coast Mariners last weekend offers some optimism for tonight. As for Rockdale, a sparkling run of form has seen them move into first as they look to secure another top spot finish. My name is Tim Gibson. As we kick off here, let's have a quick look at the teams. And starting with the home side, number 13, Daniel Solsky is the goalkeeper. 2, Harrison Bunel. 4 is Dylan Ryan. 5, Banri Kanaizumi. 6, James Anagnostopoulos. 7, Woon Sub Sim. 17 is Marcus Beatty. Number 21, Nicholas Olsen. 25, Alex Masuvecchio. 29, Ben Geisen. And number 77, Raphael Liai. As for Rockdale, Nicholas Soros starts in goal. 4 is James Nikolovsky. 5, Giorgio Speranza. 6, Alex Danzo. 7, Alec Rasevsky. 9 is Moody Najar. 11 is Lachlan Constable. 18 is Jordan Gorowski. 24, Ali Ugla. 88 is Christopher McStay. And number 99 is Matthew Karamalevsky. The referee today is Mujtaba Irabrahimi. And the Wolves will be in their red. their home kit, while Rockdale playing in the white. As mentioned, it had been a tricky run for the Wolves, as we see Ugla with a nice ball in behind for Urasevsky, and will be flagged offside. As I was saying for the Wolves, they had struggled for results, particularly home ones. Haven't scored in any of their 3 matches at Wynn Stadium since they returned to the venue a few weeks ago. Win over the Mariners, though, last weekend was at least somewhat of a return to form. A fair way off the finals places now, but still a remote chance that they do get there. See Masciavecchio play Olsen into the right of the box here, who stands a ball up towards that left side, but no one there as Liai picks up the ball. Now as for Rockdale, they have been flying. Haven't lost in the competition since round 9 and have moved up to first as Marcus Beattie stole out there, but will be brought back for a free kick for the Wolves. But for Ilinden, certainly in title-winning form at the moment. They're also scoring quite freely. Olsen and Winsub Sim standing over this ball, and an opportunity to test the glove work of Soros within the first 5 or so minutes. Will be Olsen, who does go for goal, but blocked by the wall. Olsen picks it up again, finds Geisen. Masciavecchio. Here's Urasevsky. To play Ugla down the line, but it was almost an awkward one for Solski there, but the goalkeeper smothers the ball. Rockdale won both encounters in 2024, and they were tight games, though. There was a 3-1 win in round 12 before a 2-1 win in round 27, so it wasn't an awful lot in the games. Geisen for Olsen. What a ball that is. Nicholas Olsen into the right of the box, but that's knocked behind for a corner by Karamalevsky, and it's been some good early energy from the Wolves. Chance for Olsen to get this corner in. Here's McStay, of course. Played with the Wolves last year under David Carney. In fact, quite interestingly, he scored against Rockdale in both their games in 2024. Here is Nikolovsky, who can find Karamilevsky, who will stroll through the middle of the pitch to find Ugler on this left-hand side. Back for Speranza. Here's Danzo. Some settled possession for Rockdale here. Last time out for Rockdale, it was that 4-0 win over Mount Druitt. It was a victory that helped them capitalise on the stuttering form of Marconi. Currently top of the league just on goal difference, Rockdale. So certainly necessary to pick up all 3 points here tonight, with Olsen looking to clip a ball towards Masciavecchio, but Speranza can come away with it. Ugler, that's a nice ball for Moody Najjar, who plays it for Alek Urasevsky, and Solski's got a hand on that, but it's still scrambling around, but it'll come out here to Constable. And that's given away. Masciavecchio can look to try and spring a counter-attack here. Liai leaves it for BT, but Karamilevsky read that. Worth mentioning for the Wolves that they are still without their captain Lachlan Scott, who has been the focal point for this team up front, but he remains injured at the moment. However, Sebastian Hernandez has returned to the bench for the Wolves. He's been out since one of the opening rounds of this season with a foot injury. He's back on the bench, though, as we see a long throw hoisted in. And it's a little poach chance, really, there. It was Speranza's header that fell the way of Grarowski. Olsen, lovely switcher plate for Liai. Good pace to this game. Liai's touch is a little bit overhit, and Speranza can smash that away. Najjar. And that will be the Wolves throw in there. There'll be a warning there for Alek Urasevsky. He rolled that ball back in towards the middle of the pitch when there's another ball set to be in play. Uglar can find Speranza. Win sub-sim, that's good pressing, and Liai was held back slightly there, but ball had already gotten away from him. Here's Bunel. Wins his header with Urasevsky and Agnostopoulos. The return of the partnership of Win sub-sim and James and Agnostopoulos for the Wolves. And Warren Grieve, the Wolves coach, has gone away from that in recent weeks, but that pairing is back together. A chance down the right here for Rockdale. Ball in. Geisen will knock that behind for a corner. That'll be teasing delivery from Gorowski. Ben Geisen had to half volley behind, and it'll be another corner for Rockdale. Another chance from a set piece. Ball in towards the near post, headed away by Dylan Ryan, and there's space on the other side if Mashivecchio can find him, but Liai's pass was a little bit overhit. Certainly hasn't been short of energy the start to this game, which has contrasted some of the home fixtures for the Wolves in recent weeks. And certainly the pace to that win over the Mariners. Here's Marcus Beattie. Great performance from Beattie against the Mariners. His intensity of pressing was key to victory and found himself on the score sheet as well. But Geisen can try to play in Liai, and Speranza will pull that behind for a goal kick. But on Marcus Beattie, he's been a versatile asset for the Wolves. He's played just about everywhere. In a more familiar position on the wing today. Danzo plays a first-time ball over the top, and Urasevsky is flagged offside, but he's ended up rolling that wide of the far post regardless. Back with Daniel Solski. Beattie wins his header. Ryan finds it down the line for Liai. And Agnostopoulos comes forward with the ball. Beattie. Here's Woon Sub Sim, and there's a little bit of space for Ben Geisen on this right-hand side. He goes round Uglar, and he won't win the free kick there, and Rockdale can take it the other way. Here's Constable. A little clip from Geisen, but he can keep going, Constable. And, well, that was a late hit from Lockie Constable on Ben Geisen. Certainly didn't need to make that challenge with the sort of force that he did. The ball had gone there. Karamalevsky will clear that away, but only to Henry Kanaizumi. Here's Ryan. Beattie now, a good spell this for the Wolves. Olsen looks to maze his way through, but gives it away, and that's a big challenge from Woon Sub Sim, and it will be a caution for it. On Alek Urasevsky. Went flying, did the forward there. And Solski's miscued that clearance, but Kanaizumi can clear it further. Quite a few physical challenges going in the early stages of this one. One there between Woon Sub Sim and Moody Najjar. That'll be a throw into the Wolves on the far side. Here's Ben Geisen towards Marcus Beattie. Chance for the Wolves here. Beattie can keep going. He gets the rebound there, but chooses to go back to Mashivecchio. Cross in, only as far as Anagnostopoulos, but that was some desperate defending from James Nikolovsky to recover and fumble that behind for a corner to the Wolves. Olsen for Rune Subsim. Nice ball from Rune Subsim. What is interesting for the Wolves is they aren't committing too many numbers forward on these set pieces, and perhaps that might be the reason why, with Rockdale leaving several players up the field on those defensive set pieces. Here's Dylan Ryan. Karamalevsky for Danso. Karamalevsky looks to try and play him in behind, and here's a chance for the Wolves. Olsen for Marcus Beattie. Shifts it inside. Beattie, you still got it, Marcus Beattie. Come back to Olsen, the ricochet. Here's Olsen. And almost fizzed through to Beattie. Here's Woon Subsim. Mashivecchio. Mashivecchio's taking that off Speranza and get down the right-hand side. Gets a cross in. Lovely cutback, and Olsen did take that off Liai. Well, they've certainly done their best to unsettle this Rockdale team in the early exchanges. Still 0-0 as we go through the 20-minute mark. Ugla. There's a ball for Urasevsky, who brings that down and gets a shot off that's blocked by Kanaizumi. And it'll be a free kick for Rockdale in a good position. It'll be Chris McStay to take this set piece for Rockdale, as he did plenty of times for the Wolves over the last couple of years. Here's McStay. And it's missed at that near post, hooked away by Kanaizumi. Here's Ugla. Ali Ugla can find Karamalevsky and Speranza. Here's McStay. Looks to take on Bunel. And that cross will float harmlessly away for a goal kick. Leai will pick this up on the left. Finds an Agnostopoulos who's needs the ball taken off him by Gorowski. Danzo. Nikolovsky keeps it moving for Speranza. Comes Ugla and just not on the same wavelength with Urasevsky there. Olsen brings it down. Free kick for the Wolves and another chance to get the ball into the box. Olsen looks to drift it towards that back post, and not for the first time Ken Izumi takes a tumble. Falling behind for Gorowski down the right-hand side. Still has it. McStay. Flips it in towards Ugla, but Bunal defends that well and offside regardless. Geisen can drive forward now for the Wolves. Masciavecchio. Goes round Nikolovsky. Lovely nutmeg as well, but that'll be a throw-in for Rockdale. Mistake from Bunal, which will allow Urasevsky forward, but Ryan was on the cover. Bit of a collision in the middle of the park between Ken Izumi and Urasevsky. That'll be a free kick right in front of the benches, and a yellow card the way of, I think, Giorgio Speranza. Already a couple of yellow cards within the first 27 minutes here at Wynn Stadium. Been a good battle, this. Very much making it competitive, the Wolves. Geisen clips it towards Olsen. Will be a free kick though. Go straight out for a throw in there, so the Wolves will get the ball back basically where that free kick was. Geisen. Well, there's a fair bit of heat to this game, which will continue to bubble the longer this game stays in the balance as Liai tries to get his way into the box, and that'll be a corner for the Wolves. Sim comes across to take this one. Can I zoom? He heads it back across, and McStay will clear as far as Maschiavecchio. Ball in again from Sim. Olsen, nice flick. Finds Liai. Drives it across the box. And behind for a goal kick, but it was a good delivery from the winger. And of course, found the net against Central Coast Mariners after enduring a bit of a goal drought before that. Urasevsky with a long throw in towards Ugla, and Bean put in a bit of a shove there, and a legitimate one in the opinion of the referee. McStay heads it straight to Olsen, who can sprint forwards. Here's Maschiavecchio. Cleared away by Karamalevsky. Ugla and Bunel in a battle for the ball, but won't be a free kick for the Wolves. Growing sense of frustration here. Olsen gives it up to Ugla, who can find Urasevsky. Here comes Urasevsky, a ball right across that box area, but no one there. Back with the Rockdale captain now, who hopes to get a bit of air on that cross, and It'll be a free kick. Masciavecchio. Wants the run from Beattie and gets the run. Marcus Beattie, whose touch just got away from him. Danzo. McStay finds Karamalevsky. Here's Nikolovsky. Speranza. Ugla. And free kick the way of Rockdale. Will be McStay's delivery here. McStay drives in towards that back post, and crucial intervention from, I think it was Woonsub Sim, to divert that over the crossbar. Ten regular first half minutes to go here. Can Rockdale find a lead before then? McStay's delivery floats well over. That'll be a goal kick for Wollongong. Pace of the game has just taken a step back here after a flying start to the game from both teams. As mentioned for the Wolves, a win over the Mariners was their first for 4 games. Following consecutive home defeats to Blacktown and Apia. And a draw away to St George City and another loss at home to Sydney Olympic. But here's Moody Najjar, who can his way into the box. It's a good save, but Ugla's there, and it's 1-0 Rockdale. Well, they've been looking to find that space in behind, and they've made it count. A simple ball in behind for Moody Najjar, whose original shot was parried by Daniel Solsky into Ali Ugla's path, who made no mistake from close range. He took his time and put the ball into the goal. It's a good time to take the lead this for Rockdale. They've weathered what was a competitive start from the Wolves. Now have the lead. Double digits for Ali Ugla this season as he takes his tally to 10. Moody Najjar can't find a Rockdale player as Constable will pick up Danzo. Here's Danzo again. Ryan Gorosky on this right-hand side. Here's McStay. Kanaizumi's header away. Ball falls away of Marcus Beattie, who chooses to go back. And 5 regular first half minutes to go. Rockdale, of course, taking the lead not too long ago through Ali Ugla, a 10th goal of the season for the winger. And a rather nasty challenge there, but we can carry on through Liai, who gets a shot off, and that's tipped narrowly wide, and it will be a yellow card for Karamalevsky for that challenge that he put in.
Okay, this is an announcement for all the kids watching here tonight. It's time to get ready for the halftime gateway here with Chase. If you would please make your way down now to the southwest corner of the ground. It's now time to head down the halftime gateway here with Chase.
A couple of the back four now on yellow cards for Rockdale. Speranza's yellow earlier on, and now Karamalevsky has one as well. So something for Coach Paul D to ponder. Here's Constable. Constable gets a good ball in. Solski's parried it, and it's been rammed into the roof of the net. Moody Najjar. It's 2-0 Rockdale. Well, just like that for the Wolves, it's rather collapsed. Another parry from goalkeeper Daniel Solski, and this time an emphatic finish from Moody Najjar.
Goal scored for Rockdale FC, number 9, Moody Najjar. Even moves nil, Rockdale FC 2.
6th of the season for Moody Najjar, so on his way towards double digits as well in this competition. Need a response now, the Wolves, if they want to stay in this game. Wasn't too long ago that chance for Liai, the curler from the right of the box that dipped just past the far post, and moments later Rockdale put in their second. Nice ball from Karamalevsky to find Ugla. Chops inside and prods it towards Speranza, but that'll be cleared. Dylan Ryan. Oh, that's a vital interception from Nikolovsky, but Marcus Beattie will be flagged offside. A great ball from Dylan Ryan that almost found Olsen. Another throw in for Rockdale. Final minute of regular time as Rozevsky will be told to take the throw in back. Ugla. Speranza's ball. Kanaizumi will head it away only as far as Constable. Constable. And keep going, Constable into the left of the field, but Geisen will clear it away. Nikolovsky with another piece of defending that demonstrating his desperation to keep the Wolves at bay. A couple of minutes of added time here at Wynn Stadium with Rockdale leading 2-0.
The fourth official has indicated a minimum of 2 added minutes.
Bunel switches it out for Dylan Ryan. Plays it for Beattie. Back for Ryan, who gets his shot off, and that's narrowly over.
Don't forget, kids, if you'd like to participate in the half-time Gateway Kia Wolf Chase, the original Wolf Chase, please make your way down to the southwest corner now.
About a minute of additional time left here for Rockdale to hold on to this lead that they can take into the sheds. Potential for a third goal for Rockdale if they can get this ball into the box, but looks as if the referee will want a word with Ben Geisen here, as well as potentially Ali Ugla, who was doing his best to take himself away from where he was required. It's been a fierce battle between those two in the first half. Of course, Ugla opened the scoring. But it'll be Urasevsky's throw-in. Right under Solsky, who eventually gets his gloves on the ball. Well, that's halftime here at Wynn Stadium. Rockdale leading the Wolves 2-0. It was Ali Ugla who scored the visitors first before Moody Najjar added a second. We'll be back in around 10 or so minutes' time for the second half. Well, welcome back for the second half here at Wynn Stadium. Rockdale Ilinden leading the Wolves 2-0. Ali Ugla put the side in front before Moody Najjar added a second in what was a flurry to finish the half for the away side. Points to note that there have been a couple of changes for Wollongong at half-time and a reshuffle as well. Damon Gray and Liam Ball are on, and Subsim and James and Agnostopoulos are both off. Looks as if the two young strikers will play up front with Olsen and Beattie forming the new midfield partnership. Masciavecchio and Liai wide as Masciavecchio can come forward and hits the shot that's rolled just past that right post. That was a good start for the Wolves. Kanaizumi can't quite get that shot off. Here's Masciavecchio. Najjar finds it out to Gorowski here, and he's got numbers over. Solski pounces on that pass towards Urasevsky, but there was loads of space for Rockdale to exploit there. Karamalevsky, who of course was yellow carded towards the end of that first half. Giorgio Speranza on a yellow card as well. Subsim was cautioned for the Wolves, but of course he's now off the field following a substitution. Constable towards Danzo. Gorowski. McStay making an overlapping run. He does opt for the midfielder who's been playing at fullback, and that'll be a throw-in. Urasevsky comes across to Moody Najjar can get a cross in there. Can Leai get to this ball first? He can, and he can use that pace to sprint past Chris McStay, who does get back and put in a challenge. Kanazumi has brought that down into Moody Najjar's path, and Bunal will come away with it. Bunal, big challenge from the centre back, and Kanazumi can find Olsen. Constable. Here's McStay. Speranza for Ugla. Here's Beattie. Damon Gray did his best to hold on to that, but couldn't in the end. Here's Ali Ugla, who almost finds Urasevsky. Is Mashivecchio for Gray. Mashivecchio into the box, and Leai has poked it just wide. Well, they've had a few chances now, the Wolves, but the finishing has been a little bit erratic at times, and they're still 2-0 down. It's as if they have changed to that 4-4-2 system, which has provided some new challenges for Rockdale to deal with. Beattie heads it for ball. Will be a free kick. They will get this ball into the box properly, the Wolves. Leai finds Olsen. Here's Urasevsky. Mashivecchio is the only one back defending there, as Gorowski can try to get a shot off Solski. Gets enough on it as Ryan can retrieve the ball. Liam Ball now, who's been clipped again there, and Moody Najjar with the foul, of course, scored the second goal for Rockdale. Nice 1-2 between Ball and Olsen. Here's Mashivecchio wide. Goes for a first-time ball in. McStay will clear it away. Beattie finds Dylan Ryan. Leai. Ball and Gray combine, and another big challenge there and a bump, and that's a penalty for the Wolves. Karamalevsky did go down after the challenge he put in, but looks as if the Wolves will have a chance to get themselves back into this game, as I think McStay's bump on Damon Gray that prompted the penalty, and well, this is a big chance for Wollongong to get back into this game. Been a sprightly start to both halves from the hosts, and a chance for them to get on the board for the first time in a while at home. Nicholas Olsen will take this. Scored a few penalties for the Wolves in his short stint at the club. A chance for him to drift into double digits as well. Looks as if they will need to make a change here. Rockdale, Karamalevsky is continuing to limp, which could spell bad news for the away side. Here's Olsen. Drives it into that bottom right-hand corner, and the Wolves are back in it. Looks like Rockdale will make a couple of changes in response to what's been a tricky start to this half.
Through the Wolves, number 21, Nicholas Olsen.
One of those appears to be Braden Sorge, and Bray Ovens is the other. We'll need to see who they come on for, but need a response here, Rockdale, after what could be a momentum switch in this game. Of course, these sides couldn't be separated earlier in the season. The 1-1 draw they had back in round 5. Mascivecchio opened the scoring within 4 minutes before the late equaliser from Alek Urasevsky. This time it's the Wolves chasing a deficit, and they're already halfway there. As we approach the hour mark in this one, so they've got plenty of time to get back into it. McStay comes across to take this corner for Rockdale. He's put in a few set pieces. None have really hit the target as of yet, but looking to make amends for that penalty. Here comes McStay. Ball right into the middle, and it's a good ball. Moody Najjar heading just over. Well, that was a lovely floater delivery right into that good area just on the edge of the 6-yard box, and he's headed over. Maybe that change for Rockdale. The Braden Sorge to come off, and Jordan Gorosky will come off. Bray Ovens, of course, coming on as well, and will be Karamalevsky, who did take a knock just before that penalty. Of course, on a yellow card as well, so he'll come off now for Braden Sorge.
Substitution for Rockdale FC, number 18, Jordan Krasowski, and number 19, Matthew Karamalevsky. Making way for number 14, Braden Sorge, and number 17, Gary Ovens.
Ugla with the ball into the box. Gary Ovens there just dragging him back there, Dylan Ryan. I don't really know why that challenge was made there. Certainly not, well, certainly an introduction that Gary Ovens is on the field, but there's an unnecessary foul in the context. Lovely turn from Ovens, and he can play it forward. Geisen wins his header. Nice from Olsen. Ryan finds Lei. He's beating. Lei now. Lei looks to go around McStay, but wins out. That's a great ball towards Urasevsky, who almost brought it down, but Kanaizumi will retrieve it. End-to-end stuff now. Masciavecchio wide for Ben Geisen. Damon Gray asking for it in the middle and floats just over his head, but Olsen can just about get control of that. Here's Beattie. Geisen. Damon Gray. Nice ball for Moody Najjar, who will make this a battle, and he's won the rebound. Moody Najjar will roll it into an empty net, and Rockdale re-establish their lead, and that's a crucial goal for them in this game. Just when the momentum looked to be switching the way of the Wolves. Another ball in behind for Najjar, who managed to win the ricochet back, and from there it was a simple task. It's a brace for Najjar. What a goal that was from Moody Najjar, where Rockdale were under pressure. Takes him to 7 goals for this season. Damon Gray can find Masciavecchio. Here's Olsen. Olsen finds Liam Ball. Masciavecchio. And here's Ali Ugla, who can stride forward. There was a bit of an altercation off the ball between Kanaizumi and Urasevsky there. In drama-filled this game, that's for sure. Seeing Sebastian Hernandez getting ready to come on for the Wolves to make his return. He'll certainly inject some pace. He was one of the Wolves' best players last season under David Carney. A real direct attacker that was able to take players on consistently. I have missed him this season. Lehigh. Damon Gray can't hold on to that. Masciavecchio. Here comes that change now for the Wolves. McStay's down as well for Rockdale. It'll be Lehigh to come off. And Sebastian Hernandez back on the field for the Wolves.
Substitution for the Wolves, number 77, Rockdale Ilinden, making way for number 11, Sebastian Hernandez.
Big hit off the ball there on Masciavecchio. That'll be a free kick. Olsen with a chance to get the Wolves back into the game again. Of course, scored that penalty. Can he make the most of this set piece? A tight angle on that right side, but plenty forward for Wollongong. And it's just wide from Damon Gray. Constable battling for that, McStay. Nice pass from Sorge to find Ovens. Another foul on Liam Ball. And Danzo has thrown the ball away, and that'll be a yellow card. Rasevsky down for Rockdale. Must be said that the pace of this game has been excellent right from the first minute. Ample goal and attack action as well. It's been a real thriller here at Wynn Stadium. Quite the contrast to some of the other games we've seen at Wynn in recent weeks. Here's Ball. Dylan Ryan hoists that ball into the box. Olsen drags that wide of the right post. Here's McStay. Throw in for Rockdale. Olsen. Here's Sebastian Hernandez, but that'll run away. That's where you want Sebastian Hernandez, though. He can be really dangerous in those sort of positions. Here's Dylan Ryan. Finds Liam Ball. Nice pass. Mashivecchio down the left. Ball in towards Damon Gray. Brave defending again from Nikolovsky. Bunel just beats his way forwards. Sebastian Hernandez. Hernandez with a shot. Palmed away at the near post by Soros. Chances coming for Wollongong. Final 15 or so regular minutes of this game. Olsen. Is Beattie for Ball. Another ball in behind. Jurasevsky is offside. Another free kick for the Wolves. Here's Olsen. Another set piece. The last one almost found Damon Gray, so see what he can do with this one. Olsen floats it in again towards Kanaizumi. Mashivecchio. Rudy Najjar, that's a great ball. Here's Jurasevsky there, racing forwards here. Great defending from Marcus Beattie. Jurasevsky just wide of the near post. And there's been a few of those breakaways as well for Ilinden there. As the Wolves continue to push numbers forward, this space will open up for them. Their third goal was perhaps an example of that, with Najjar just racing through the middle of the field. Here's McStay. Solski grabs that one. Nice turn from Damon Gray there, who's been effective since coming on. Ryan, nice chop inside. Outside of the foot for Sebastian Hernandez, who can have another run at Giorgio Speranza. Good defending this time. Najjar, who's continuing to pick up space in the midfield. Ugla can find Speranza. Najjar setting off on another run. Not picked out this time. Given away. Here's Hernandez for ball. Finds Damon Gray. Kanaizumi. Marcus Beattie finds Dylan Ryan. Mascivecchio. Here's Beattie. Urasevsky. Ugla's made a run in behind. Kanaizumi, good defending. And Bunal can find Dylan Ryan. Time running out for the Wolves, just 6 regular minutes to play here. Olsen. No sign of any further activity on the Wolves bench, although there could be one change for Rockdale coming. Sorge finds Urasevsky. Moody Najjar on a hat-trick. Probably been the player of the match today, Moody Najjar. Not just his brace, but heavily involved in the opening goal as well. As Kanaizumi's forced to put that ball behind, but Najjar has been really the key attacking threat for Rockdale in this game. His runs in behind have caused the Wolves significant problems. Really showing his versatility as a forward, not just someone who puts the ball in the back of the net, but can play make as well. Here's McStay's corner. It's caught by Solski, a free kick regardless. Liam Ball finds Damon Gray. Here's Masciavecchio. Masciavecchio, nice feet. Masciavecchio into the box. Here's Hernandez. Olsen. Here comes a change for Rockdale. It will be Alek Urasevsky to come off. And will be taking his time and giving Braden Sorge the armband.
Substitution for Rockdale FC, number 7, Alex Urasevsky. Making way for number 23, Oliver Pufflet.
Oliver Pufflet set to come on, so a straight swap up front for them. And Urasevsky certainly taking his time on giving him the armband, and you'd think he'd be lucky to escape a booking here. He's very much taken his time. Makes it 3 games without a goal for the captain of Rockdale. Long to go now, less than 2 minutes of regular time. Have been a few stoppages though, so we could see that add to the length of this game as Olsen can find Geisen. Ball for Hernandez, a little bit short, and Nikolovsky dives in to win that. Braden Sorge will volley that away. Geisen, nice ball for Damon Gray in behind. Goes past Sorge. Damon Gray still going. Damon Gray. Geisen gets a shot off, and it's a good save from Soros down to his left. Important save as well with a minute of regular time left in this game. And that's gone out. It'll be a Rockdale throw-in. Pufflet to chase him behind, but Marcus Beattie gets back. Pufflet is Moody Najjar. And there will be 6 additional minutes here.
The official has indicated a minimum of 6 added minutes.
Two changes getting ready for Rockdale as well to survive this stoppage time. Constable battling for that in the corner. It'll be a Wolves throw. Gray Ovens. Liam Ball. Here come the subs for Rockdale. Ali Ugla is set to come off in place of Michael Masevsky. And the other change is Lachlan Constable coming off and number 45 Jasper Swadling coming into what looks like will be a back five for Rockdale to see out this stoppage time, of which there is around 4 minutes. Hernandez. Crossed in from Hernandez. Kanaizumi. Back in towards Dylan Ryan, who got his head to it.
For Rockdale Wrestling number 24, Paul Kanamokis, and number 11, Rocky Constable, number 16, Michael Masevsky, and number 45.
Geisen for Olsen. Mashivecchio. Is Kanaizumi. Ryan wins his header and Liam Ball can't find Damon Gray. Soaking up this pressure well, Rockdale. Kanaizumi, strong volley. Here's Mashivecchio. Ben Geisen. Damon Gray. Hernandez off the crossbar in the end. That cross skimming off the top of the bar. Getting into the final minute of additional time. Looks as if Rockdale will get over the line here. As I've mentioned, it's certainly been a thrilling game, the end-to-end football. High intensity game. We'll go behind for a corner. Liam Ball to swing this one in. Comes out to Dylan Ryan. Seb Hernandez. Olsen. Olsen with a strike, deflected. Oliver Pufflick can get some territory for Rockdale. Moody Najjar will not quite get onto that. And that's full time here at Wynn Stadium. Rockdale Ilinden with a 3-1 win over the Wolves. It was Ali Ugla's opener, followed by a brace to Moody Najjar. Nicholas Olsen pulled a goal back at 2-0 to make it 2-1, but eventually went 3-1 and they couldn't get back into it. I've been Tim Gibson. Thank you for tuning in.